I'm here today to discuss the design of Alva Studios, a project that I've been working on since 2014 and recently completed. And I want to give some insight into how the process worked and give you a look around the final building.
My business partner Simon and I were looking for a space in West London to open a studio, and we found this at the beginning of 2015. So we secured the lease, and then of course we got you guys involved. Once we looked at the drawings, what was amazing about the CGIs was that with that facility we could then change things and we could imagine exactly how it looked. So we could make windows bigger or doors bigger, etc. So that was an amazing tool to have that.
Yeah, just so talk me through the brief. What was it that we were aiming to deliver?
Well, we wanted to make the best studio in London, but not just aesthetically, with service and with the amenities for photographers and directors, because it's great to have something looking good, but it's got to be functional as well, which I think you've managed to do in both accounts.
Yeah, and I think actually one of the things that we were trialling on this project was the use of the virtual reality Oculus Rift headset, which is fantastic for really giving you an understanding of the space.
What was great with working with you guys as well was that, as we were building, we adapted. And by not having a contractor, it was amazing because, how expensive that can be. Would have been hit with big bills every time we changed things.
Yeah.
And it was great because you guys would listen to us, go away, do the drawings, come back with the adapted plans, and then push forward.
Because the client is a photographer, we were able to use his experience to design the maximum amount of different opportunities for photographers. Therefore, both studios are slightly different. In this studio, we have a moving ceiling, which is the only one in the UK and allows light to be bounced around in different ways for different shoots. A key aspect of the design brief was that there's a lounge overlooking each of the studio spaces. This lounge is for cast and crew to relax between shoots, whilst keeping an eye on the action below them. One of the key features of the studio space is this spiralling staircase. We worked closely with a structural engineer and a specialist metal fabricator to ensure that every connection was well considered. The final effect is of a floating staircase. To cater for the amount of people required on a shoot, Alva Studios has its own in-house restaurant. A full commercial kitchen can cater for up to 60 covers, with seating up on the mezzanine, which is hung from above, and also down here underneath the light sculpture. During construction, this was actually used as the steel workshop, and we had 2 fabricators working here for 6 months, producing all of the crystal glazing, the balustrades, and other parts of the sculptural steelwork that you see throughout the building.
What really impressed me the most was that when the studio was actually finished, it looked exactly the way your drawings showed it, which I couldn't believe because I've never instructed an architect before. So for me, to see that finished product look exactly was amazing.